Welcome to another episode of KIWRTV. I'm your host, Rob. Today on the show I'm going to throw out a couple of accolades real quick. Spotify, over 21,000 monthly listeners a month. YouTube, over 8,000 followers. Songs like GTA, False Idol, and most recent Snap. We got Detroit's very own FlyBoi Rich. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, my guy?
Appreciate
How you feeling?
Coming through, man. I'm good.
Appreciate it.
Been trying to put this together for a minute.
Yeah, we have, for real.
But shit, man, I just a couple questions. Well, not a couple. I can't say couple. But the first one. So,
come with it.
Naturally, you from Detroit. So, what part you grew up in at Detroit?
I grew up on the east side of 7 Mile. So I started off on Waltham area, and then I grew up on Hayes area more so. So that's where I came from, like getting all my roots and everything from, for real.
There's a lot of rappers come from the east side, mostly.
John Boy, my cousin John Boy, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Growing up back then, I never got your age. How old are you?
Right now I'm 36.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, so, well, you around, no, you little young, you way younger than me, but growing up back then, how was it? How was it growing up? Single parent home, any siblings?
My parents was together at first, then they split up, so then it was like a single parent home. So I had them around maybe when I was like 6, 7 years old. After that, they split up, and then it was more so like a single parent home. So it was more so us just learning stuff, once it's a single parent home, we more so out in the streets, either playing basketball or roaming the streets, seeing what's going on.
So you got siblings?
I got one brother.
One brother? Okay. So I recently saw you was in the article, Source Magazine, right? And it said that you had a lot of, I'm trying to get the right word, bad experience or experiences that led you to become what you are. You care to explain those?
Yeah, so it was a few situations. One of my boys, shout out to my boy Greg and everybody else, but one of my friends, Dre, he ended up passing. We had a situation going on in the red zone. It was just like random shootings all in the red zone from what we was at. So it was like shootings every week for real. So even when we was going to the store, so we'd go to the store and somebody would pull up in the car and open the van up, trying to shoot at you. It was just wild. Like we didn't even have to be doing nothing. It just was a wild area and it was just wild around that time. And that's when they was doing more, what was it? SMB and everything was going on. They was doing the gas station, writing the names on the gas station walls, Instagram by deaths and all that kind of stuff. So that's when all that was coming about.
What high school you went to?
I went to Denby. They ended up kicking me out of Denby, and then they put me in a school called Lakeview.
Lakeview.
That was probably the best thing they could have did.
Yeah. I say it was a school. I lived on the east side for like 2 years, and it was a school. I think the street I stayed on is a street called Casino or something over there.
It's a street called Casino Street.
Okay, and it's not too far from used to be Eastland Mall. It's a high school over that area, and it was like considered. I don't know the name of it though, 'cause like I said, I'm from the west side.
I know what you're talking about.
But when I was there, they was like, that's the bad high school. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it was. That's where they put all the kids at when they just all boys schools and all girls schools was over there.
Yeah. Growing up in Detroit, how did the city shape your style and approach to your music?
Really just growing up and what I dealt with, like kind of like the people I was around and stuff like that. So most of my music is like watching out for snakes and watching out what's going around you, watch your surrounding, make sure you stack your money up, kind of stuff like that, grinding. Some girl songs, more boom bap, lyrical type and stuff. So. So I feel like the city kind of did that when I was like going through all the stuff I was going through, like the crazy little gun violences and stuff like that, the deaths all around me and stuff like that. Like I lost probably like 3 to 4 people in like a 5 to 10 year span. So and that was when I was young. So
did your parents splitting up? Did that it's kind of the same but different. Like I just want to know, did that have any influence too to make you want to, go that route? Musically.
Musically, I always had it in me for real. I was always listening to like the Tupacs, the Jadakisses, the Jay-Z's and all that. So I was always listening to lyrical people like the Waynes and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like they groomed the style, but I feel like the streets in Detroit kind of groomed what the kind of message I give out.
I was just about to ask you that too. That's crazy about your biggest musical influence, Sis. And you just named, I guess them are the ones.
Yeah, them a few of them. I would say Eminem, one of them too. Royce, Kid the producer too. Kid the producer took me under the wing for a minute, so I would say kid too.
Okay, now what was the moment you knew you wanted to rap? Seriously.
Everybody kept telling me that I was nice. So it was probably when I was like young, probably like 16, 17. So after that, I started like producing and doing kind of stuff like that. I ain't really like take it too serious, but I was kind of like, all right, I might can move around with it more. So that's when I started pressing up like CDs and walking around the areas, and people was buying the CDs, and like name was getting around and stuff like that. And a couple people started coming around the block trying to see who I was and stuff like that. So my
How long you been
block
rapping?
kind of got
I'm about to
big.
cut you out. How long you been rapping?
I don't know. I want to say probably like 12, 13 years. Like rapping, taking it serious. But I just used to play around with it all the time when I was younger too, though. So, so it ain't really no telling, like for real. I used to do it when I was younger. So
That's crazy that you said the CDs, because they don't have to do that no more.
nope.
You know
I
what
still
I'm
be
saying?
doing that kind of stuff though. Like not to tell no tactics, but I do be doing certain tactics like that. I go into a store with a whole bunch of kind of items like, check this out and see what you got going on. But they kind of like advanced it from CDs. Like people don't know how to take the old days and mix the new modern technology with it. It's kind of easier to do it like that.
Do you think that'll help?
Yeah, I feel like if you were a bigger artist, it would have helped you some more. If a big artist coming to a barbershop and passing out something, I'm pretty sure everybody gonna want to get it. And they gonna see you showing love to your city and your area that you coming in. Like you're a regular person, so
Yeah.
that's why I do it. So I don't know.
Y'all hear that, people? If you out here trying to promote yourself, do social media in the old school way, you YNs don't know about, goddammit. You got a you got a different sound to me. You don't sound like a Detroit, somebody who rap from Detroit. So how would you describe your sound in 3 words or more?
International, lyrical.
Catchy.
It's like certain words, certain metaphors I say and stuff like that catch people.
See, when I hear you, you just remind me of I don't know if you ever heard it before. It's like a Wu-Tang or something. And so, I guess the couple songs that I did here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it just, when I heard it, I'm like, I've never known. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do be
From
saying
here.
I sound like a modern age Wu-Tang. They say more so the boom bap type songs I do, give them the modern age Wu-Tang type stuff. But I can say that from the lyrical standpoint, yeah.
So what's been your biggest challenge breaking into the industry?
It was getting in touch with the labels and getting in touch with the right people and stuff like that. But once I learned how to maneuver and find the right people, it was kind of fell in hand.
So that's pretty much how you overcame it, huh?
Yeah, more so it was like just finding people. Like I had to take a step back from the music and do more so the business side of it for real. So once I learned about the business, learned about publishing, learned about the masters, learned about Nielsen BDSs and music reports and Harry Fox agencies and all that kind of stuff, SAF Africa and all that. I'm like, okay, I gotta get these in a bunch, and I know these labels and these A&Rs and other people, once they see the business side handle, they're like, all right, we can come to them and see what's going on now. So that's kind of like, I just took a step back. I think I took like a year off just to take a step back to learn the business.
So y'all might not know, well, you know, that you're an independent rapper, right?
Yeah, I'm pre-independent. The label signed to Empire just recently though.
Okay, okay.
Yep, so I just did a deal with Ghazi and my boy Waleed Coyote. Shout out Waleed.
So, okay, so you was independent, which is probably most people, they start that way and then have hopes of signing. So I guess this question really irrelevant then, because I was going to ask you, like, how do you feel about the music industry in terms of ownership and control?
Oh, shoot, yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Ownership and control, what you mean? So me, my deal, I got a 90-10 deal, and I got a non-exclusive deal, so I still got ownership. I can go to a Rock Nation, I can go to a Universal, I can still have independent, which I still do, but I still got that big machine behind me that's pushing those certain songs that I need to get pushed. But people don't understand with them certain songs getting pushed, that's giving a trickle down to your independent music and your other catalog too. So that's kind of why I did it like that. And I only was gonna do it if it was like a non-exclusive or something. Like if they want an exclusive, it's gonna have to be like, not an advance, it's gonna have to be like my money for real, like no advance money. So they kind of figured that, and they kind of seen what I was making already. So I was making like around 90,000 to 100,000 a year just by myself. So once they seen that, they like, hold on, like We got to come get him and see what's going on.
Okay.
If we can get a piece of it or we can be a part of what he got going on. So
which would you prefer though?
What?
Independent or label?
I say it.
I know the money involved. I'm just saying.
A label right now.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say right now. Right now, a label.
All right, what
Take a
track
step
of
on
yours?
that.
What track of yours you feel reps you the most, and why?
Detroit Dreams. Probably because I was talking about the stuff you go through, even when you got kids and stuff, and even the snaky stuff you got to do to still chase your dream type stuff. And yeah, I say that. Detroit Dreams.
Y'all hear that? Y'all go check that out. All right, Detroit has a deep hip hop history from Eminem, Big Sean, Jay Dilla. What do you see yourself in that legacy?
Oh, I see myself in there. I'm already on my way in there. They do like discussions, but you know, Detroit kind of like how the industry is right now. They kind of do like a blackball in Detroit. Like they mess with they certain people, and the people in Detroit mess with they certain people, and it's just that. But I don't feel like I'm gonna be like a Detroit artist. I feel like I'm branching out more because I go to a lot of places. Like I was in Lexington just a few days ago with Sexy Red, the Baby, and Diamond the Body, and everybody else. So, and I was talking to Universal down there. So, I feel like I'm gonna be more so international artist.
Okay.
Cause I feel like Detroit. I was like when I was in the Detroit scene, I was doing the stuff like the Bullfrog and all that. I was even down there with Kid the Producer when they was doing the Detroit versus Everybody album thing. So I was like in tune with everything, but it's like Detroit feel like it's so divided that it's just like,
man, who you telling?
Yeah, it kind of like I had to branch out just to get the connections that I got. And I did get in touch with Wu-Tang. I do chop it up with Wu-Tang. They even gave me some Wu-Tang dunks and everything, but that's
Damn.
yeah, shout out my boy Sean B and a couple more people out there.
That's dope. Yeah, you right about that divide shit, because I feel like I said, I think I've got a good podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
Seeming like the people in Detroit don't really, you know what I'm saying, fuck with you. Nah, you know, I got a few, but it seems like most of the people I get is not from here. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that go. Motherfuckers where you at don't really rock with you until you make it.
Yep, until you make it. They see you around, people see you getting this big platform, then they want to try to change up.
Any local artists you rock with right now?
Local here, my boy Mo Easy the Piehead, my boy Mr. Baller Belly, Jolo, P Dot, Krim. Who else can I think from here? John Boy. I even rock with the Vezo Code, Rio. There's a couple people from here. I just can't think of all of them, but I rock with a couple
What's the
people.
little
from
guy
here.
name?
Which one? Oh, Doug? Fotu?
Yeah.
I rock with Doug too. Yeah, Doug for sure.
No disrespect, goddamn it.
No, Fotu Doug. Yeah, Doug Code.
Yeah,
I rock with Doug.
Well, you know, I'm old, so I don't be, you know. All right, what artist, dead or alive, would you collab with and why?
Dead or alive? Probably Tupac. Probably because, I don't know, I just want to feel the energy of the vibe of the track, see how it come out. Because he like kind of talk about the same kind of stuff I talk about, so.
So that's your greatest rapper at all time for you?
I wouldn't say he's my greatest rapper of all time. I like his lyrics and stuff. I don't really got no greatest rapper of all time now that I've been around and been in the industry a little bit and moved around and kind of peeped the scene. I ain't really got no favorite rapper no more. Used to be Wayne, used to be Jay. But I don't know now.
Yeah.
I think Wayne my favorite lyrical artist right now.
Wayne?
Yeah, I like him as far as like punchlines, metaphors, but not as far as like storytelling. As far as storytelling, I give it to like a Nas or somebody like that.
Yeah, what about Kendrick and J. Cole?
Kendrick, I like Cole too. Me and Cole had some ups and downs. His fans was mad at me because I ain't like what he do sometimes. Like I don't like the actions that certain people do. And then I call them out for their actions. And they don't like that I call them out for their actions. But I'm like, you know, like him and Kendrick's situation, I felt like they was brothers. So if y'all could have had a phone call situation instead of you dissing somebody on wax and then taking it down, I ain't feeling it. Like you could have had a phone conversation. That's your bro. I have a phone conversation with my bro first. But if we on that, I'd have just went on that and wouldn't even deleted it. It is what it is now. I'd have said what I said.
How you feel about Drake and Kendrick?
Drake and Kendrick, that's just a funny battle for real to me. Because I know just like Drake background, and he just got people around him. And Kendrick, Kendrick got the same thing. So they both, really, they background battling with each other. Mm-hmm. They just in the forefront seeing what they seeing because they got the info.
You think Kendrick then kind of pretty much like killed him?
Yeah, he won the battle.
Yeah, I'm talking about, but
his career?
Yeah.
No, he can't kill his career.
He can't kill his career?
Because he a pop star.
Right.
So he can do more than rap. So
yeah.
That's why he came out with the songs that he came out with. He didn't want to rap too much. He like, I can come out with this singing type stuff and put Party Next Door on there and the girls gonna love it.
Right. I forgot he'd be singing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of music, what's something people might be surprised to know about you?
That I read a lot and I'm into healthy stuff for real.
Yeah.
I hoop a lot for real too. And I cross y'all favorite rapper up.
Who?
No cap. Any of them.
What health stuff? Get the people some
what else?
Health secrets or some shit.
Health secrets.
You said you in the health?
Oh, I got you. Kiwi, mango, banana, turmerics, ginger. So that's all I can really give them. Get some ginger teas too. Try that out. Cleanse your body some too. Detox sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Detroit hip hop Mount Rushmore. Who would be on it?
Ooh,
it's 4.
You playing around.
Mount Rushmore is 4, but you can do 5.
I got. You can't be doing this. All my OGs looking at me like you better say my name. Let me see. Damn.
Yeah, that's just Detroit.
Yeah, I know. Some of my OGs
it can be male
looking.
And female too.
I got to give it to Blade. Mm-hmm. Eminem.
Okay.
One more. I'm not giving it to Big Sean.
Okay. Why?
We got. He just be doing too much.
Okay.
He be he likes stealing.
He likes stealing.
Yeah.
What, beats and shit?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation though.
You want to talk about
that.
it?
We talk about that at the other place.
At the table?
Yeah,
Nah,
I bring that to the table.
Now. Go ahead, you might as well, cause the table, it'd be other type of shit.
I bring it all to it. So it's a lot of artists.
You still owe me one more though. I ain't gonna forget, but go ahead.
It's a lot of mainstream artists. He ain't just the only one though, but it's a lot of mainstream artists that have come from like the local artists. Hear they songs or hear the beats they on and kind of like quote unquote cadence what they doing. So like do the whole flow, do the whole song, like even the metaphors, the style, everything. They like cadence from the thing. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like this happened a few times with a couple people. He ain't the only one though, but it's a few people that did it. But he did it to multiple people, so that's why I'm like, it's too many. So
that's crazy.
But fourth, I don't know, man. Who?
Male or female? You be male or female? I'm trying to help.
From here?
Yeah. Male or female?
Me? I'm on there.
I ain't bet. I was about to say. I thought you were gonna say Cash Doll or some shit.
No.
Why not?
No, she dope. Like,
no, I'm just saying.
Artist, but not from Mount Rushmore, no.
Yeah.
No.
Cause it ain't, Blade, like you said. Now Esham, that kind of threw me, but cause I used to fuck with him back when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? But
Esham the homie.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess Esham probably would be.
He the homie though. He cool.
See, Breed ain't from. He from Flint.
I could have said Stretch.
Yeah.
But nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Me.
Yeah.
I'm on there.
All right, what's next for you, man? New projects, albums, business ventures. I guess you got a clothing thing too?
Oh yeah, I got a clothing line called Trenches. I got the dopest records. I just partnered with Empire, like I just told you. I'm working with Universal, so we trying to work out a situation. I don't know if I want to work. I don't know if we gonna work or what we gonna do. So far as Empire right now, I'm working with Benny the Butcher them team, Black Soprano family. So we chopping it up. I'm working with this dude named Sean B. He working with them. We dropping this EP in 2 weeks on Good Friday called 313 to the 330. And that's gonna be a dope one right there. We already got a couple tracks projected to do good numbers. So yeah, and I got a couple more shows that I'm working on. I got a show on Good Friday actually in Sterling Heights. I got a few shows coming up. Poptovia Fest, August 21st. Up in Smoke in July. That's in Ohio. I gotta go to North Carolina for an event too. I gotta sit down and do a signing with Empire, another different deal they want to do. And then I was just talking to this dude named QB. That's a Boosie artist.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just working with a lot of people trying to get everything situated.
No, you doing it, brother. I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you. One more thing before we get out of here.
Talk to me.
Can you tell me, since you've been out here with everybody, you got a crazy story that you could talk about with one of the celebrity rappers, or I mean, you're a celebrity too, but you know what I mean?
Oh, I give you a crazy story. Sponsorship. So a place, they flew me out or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. They're like, I like your music and this and that and this and that. I want you to do a song. So I'm like, okay, what's the criteria? They're like, we keeping the song, but but you could do the song and then we'll figure out a deal from it. So I'm like, what you mean you keeping the song? They're like, yeah, we keep all the masters and stuff like that. Then I'm like, damn. I'm like, why you do that? Like, cause we provide the beat. So I'm like, can I provide a beat? They're like, no, you can only rap on our beats. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I get in there, I start recording, song go good. I rap some words. I say something about Kobe in the song. I say something about I'm dropping the Jews. I'm dropping the Jews with all of these hits. Something like that I said. It was something referencing Jews and like Hitler type thing.
Okay.
So Rick Ross covered there. He listening. He like, damn, this shit nice. Couple more people come in there because I'm in a big place. I don't even want to disclose who it is because I'll still be doing a little stuff with them. So I end up leaving out. They let the CEO in to listen to the song. So he hear the Jewish part like this. So he come out like, erase this whole fucking part right now and talk about what you know. You better be talking about killing niggas.
Wow.
So I take a step like, what you mean? So me and him get to arguing and it was like, I want to say it's all black people in there. He was like the only Jewish dude in there or whatever. So we get to arguing, boom, boom, boom. So I get to walking up to him like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Because he get to getting high rate pointing and shit like this. So when I get to walking, all the black people get to pushing me back. Like, no, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. So I'm like, what you mean? They're like, no, you really gotta chill. They're like, he got the power. He got the kind of power you won't be coming back home. I was like, what you mean? And then they got to showing me some stuff. They showed me some stuff. He definitely got enough power to be doing some shit. Like, I wouldn't have made it home for a show. That was crazy work.
Damn.
But yeah, it's stuff out there like that in the industry. They wild.
Yeah, that sounds wild as hell.
But I end up getting a little deal from them. Not a record deal. They didn't want the record deal.
You lucky for that. Yeah.
They had to though. It was controversy from the song. You know what I'm saying? So they know controversy sell. Like even it got him controversial. And he the CEO, so he like, you know, he kind of makes sense. This shit kind of sell. So
damn, that's
controversy.
Wild. Yeah, that's wild as hell.
But I knew what I was doing though, cause they, you know, basically said they was gonna keep the masters of the song. I knew it was a Jewish dude, so I played my cards in there and did the song like that just to get a reaction from them. Cause I'm like, shit, I ain't finna keep the song, and y'all definitely ain't keeping 100% of it. And if you gonna keep 100%, you finna hear what I'm finna say about something on there.
Got you.
That's why I said I'm dropping the Jews and all this stuff. Like, you take it from me, I'm finna say something about some Jewish people doing shit. So there we go.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, shit, man. Hey, appreciate you coming through, man. That camera right there, number 5. I never let everybody know where they can reach you at.
You can reach me at
handles,
everything. You can reach me at FlyBoi. You can go to dopishrecords.com. What else? FlyBoi Rich. Check me everywhere. Spotify, Apple, iTunes. You can even Google it. Go look at the source. You will see me on the Empire stuff soon. And come to Club 54 if you're in this area. Good Friday, August 18th, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.